What does 1 million yen a month get you in Tokyo? It's a lot of money. It's about $10,000 US, and it's just for 1 month. I'm going to show you at this place, right in the heart of the Azabu area of Tokyo. The Minamiazabu area, to be specific. And this place is unbelievable. It is one of my favorite buildings in all of the city. Not because it's new or because it's the nicest built building in the entire city, but just because of how unique it is. And I'm going to show you the penthouse suite today. It's 125 square meters. That comes out to about 1,300 square feet. It's pretty big, considering that it's only a 2-bedroom apartment. So let's go take a look. So the first thing that you notice once you get into the entrance and after you tap your key to open up the automatic door right there is that not only has the automatic door open for you, but also the elevator has come directly here and is waiting for you. And there's a big reason for that. That's right, the elevator is the entrance. And you might think, well, if this is the entrance, what happens if somebody has access to the elevator and can get in with just maybe the key fob? Well, you thought of that as well. And you have this guy right here to lock up the room. Isn't that pretty cool? And you can only access it from the outside too. Now, standing in this vast entranceway, there are a couple things here that I want to show you. These are going to be the themes of this apartment in general. First things first, there are very high ceilings here. Not just in the entrance, but all over the place. Second, wood. You're gonna see this teak wood, beautiful teak wood all over the place. And third is storage. There is so much storage in this apartment and it's all hidden. You'll never find it. Let's start with the storage just in the entranceway. So, where do you think there's hidden storage in this place? Well, let me show you. Right here, you have your walk-in shoe closet for all of your shoes, all your guest shoes. It's only a 2-bedroom place, you don't need that big of a shoe closet. And this is, I would say, the perfect amount of shoe storage. So now we're in the Japanese style room, and a Japanese style room in Japanese they call it the WASHITSU. It's a place that has the tatami mats. Tatami, if you don't know, is the kind of straw mat that they use traditionally in Japanese houses and the like. Now this apartment is pretty, let's call it Western design to begin with. You know, it's very modern, very much using wood and marble and all these kind of things. But in this room you have a little taste of Tokyo. Just being in this room you realize you're in Japan. Yeah. And sure, it's a small room, but it still has very high ceilings. You don't feel cramped or claustrophobic or anything like that in here. It's a great place to just chill. It's a good zen room. And even here, you have a closet. Now, this is just the beginning though. Let's go see the master bedroom. So now we're in the master bedroom and there's wood all over the place. The walls, the floors, not the ceilings, but everything else. And it is magnificent. Now this place you can fit a nice queen-size bed or a king-size bed, no problem. And you even have floor heating in here, so you don't have to worry about your feetsies getting all cold. But you don't really have to worry about that, because you have your big sock collection in that walk-through closet right down there. So a walk-through closet is like a walk-in closet, except that you have 2 entranceways into it. Not only that, but you also have a built-in makeup desk right there, complete with drawers, great storage for all of your makeup needs. And it comes with a TV built in as well. They thought of everything. But by far the best part about the bedroom is this balcony that you have right off of it. It's the biggest balcony in the entire apartment, and it's all to you. So we've seen the master bedroom, and now we have to see the master bath. So we're already right here in the powder room, let's call it. You have this gigantic sink, you have nice storage over here for all your medicine cabinet needs, and there's some other features in here that you don't really get in most apartments, especially in Japan. One, again, floor heating. This place has tons of floor heating. But my favorite part of the bathroom area is one of the things that I just love having in any apartment, in Japan or elsewhere, is right here, this big white thing. This is a gas-powered towel heater. So you'll have your nice warm towels after you get out of your bath. Now let's go see the bath. And here is the bathroom. It's pretty big. It's not the biggest I've seen, but it's enough. You don't need much bigger than this. You have this beautiful bathtub right here with a granite overlay on it. you have what I think is one of the most requested things for a place of this budget, a rain shower. Yeah, this is a real rain shower, just like in a hotel. Not only that, but you have, of course, the one that you hold in your hand, and these guys right here to get that nice shower right on your belly button. You also have not one, not two, but 3 soap dishes right on the wall right there. So you'll never be fighting with anybody over your bar of soap. So I told you about the shower and the rest of that, but that's not the best part about this bathroom. The best part, by far, is this guy right here. You have a TV in your bath. So it's not the biggest, but that means you can watch the game while you scrub in your back. That's pretty cool. So now we just saw the downstairs rooms. Let's go see the rest of this place. There's actually 3 stories to this apartment. And now we are in the focal point of this apartment. This is my favorite room in probably any apartment I've ever been in, actually. You talk about high ceilings, I don't even know how high these ceilings are. They're probably 12, 15 feet. That's ridiculous. And look at these floor-to-ceiling windows, too. They say that people who live in places that have big windows are more successful in life. If that's the case, then you're gonna be the most successful person in the world if you live in this place, let me tell you. Not only that, you have this big, beautiful board right there for your TV, for your audio-visual equipment, any of that good stuff. You have 2 more shelves up here for speakers or for anything really. You know what? You don't need to have speakers up there. Let me show you why. Because right there, you already have 2 KEF built-in speakers, and you have the subwoofer over there as well. So you don't have to do anything to set up your beautiful home cinema right in your living room. In the beginning, we talked about all the hidden storage that's in this apartment. And even in this vast, beautiful living room, there is actually a little hidden storage. This one isn't really storage per se, but I want to show it to you anyway. So you have all these beautiful lights in here, you have the speakers, you have all these different things. How do you control them? You don't even see there's no light switches or anything like that. And what happens if somebody calls you from downstairs to come up? How do you let them in? Well, there's actually a hidden thing right here that has all of that for you. It has your heated floors, your air conditioning, you have your intercom system right here, and you even have your light switches right here. And these are all dimmable, you can see from 1 to 4. And you also have this right here, which controls the solar panel on your roof. Yes, this place has a solar panel that allows you to harness some of the energy from the sun so you don't have to pay that much per month. That's pretty cool, right? So one last little thing in this room I need to show you in terms of hidden things. So you might see up here, this is right in the living room looking at the TV area. Right above there you'll see 3 little windows. And how do you open these windows? There's no pulley or anything like that. There's no button for that or anything. But there is this little hidden compartment right here, which if you open up, you will see has this thing. If you press the thing that says push, the windows will open up one by one, just like that. Now, the only problem with this is once you have the windows open, you have to close them up again, right? Sadly, there's no button for that, but there is something up here that is made just for that. You have this little handle thing, which if you stick into this hole right here, and just turn and turn and turn and turn and turn, eventually, all 3 windows will be closed again. It takes a while. I think I got it. No problem. And now we're in my favorite part of the entire apartment. It's this right here. You have this little built-in dining room table just sitting right on the wall right here. If you look below it, there's no legs. It's all connected to the walls right next to it. And you also have this little shelf up here to put your tchotchkes on, a little vase with a single flower in it or something like that. And my favorite part of this is this crystal little tiny chandelier that sits right above the table just to illuminate the food for you. Now, you would only assume that you would get something like this if you're spending $10,000 a month in an apartment. Now we're at the other side of that dining room table that I just showed you, and I kind of lied a little bit when I said that that was my favorite part of the entire apartment. No, this is my favorite part. This is a secret little door right here that, if you open it, leads you directly into the kitchen. A little window into the kitchen for when you have your private chef come over and he makes you a nice spaghetti bolognese or something. He can walk it all around, or he could just pass it right through here. You don't have to worry about it getting cold or anything. And then when you don't want to see him anymore, just like that. Bye-bye, chef. Now, speaking of the kitchen, we're right here in the kitchen as I film this. This is a big kitchen for Japanese standards. Not only that, but it is granite countertops all around, and you have something that you don't really see in too many kitchens anywhere in the world, which is not one sink, but two. Now, why do you have two sinks in your kitchen? Well, actually, I have no idea. But I think that this is great if you just want to come in and wash your hands, have a little soap dish right there. You don't have to worry about getting your dishes dirty with your soap suds or anything like that. It's kind of cool. Now, looking over here, it is fully equipped not only with a mid-size, not giant, but decent-sized dishwasher, and also a full-sized Japanese gas oven. Those are pretty hard to find here. Now, coming over here to the stove, you'll see that this is not actually a gas stove. This is something completely different. This is something that's more common in Japan than in probably America and most of Western Europe and all that. It's something called induction heating, or IH, and it uses magnets in order to heat the pans. But that means that you can't use certain kind of pans on them, but this one is a very high-powered one. You can see it has 3 kilowatts on 2 of its burners and 1 on the top. And also, these two in the front right here do something that is very rare for a stove like this. Usually, they can only heat pans that are made for this or are iron or something like that. But this one has a special sensor right here that can detect if it is not a pan like that, in which case it will actually start heating up the entire thing so it can be used kind of like an electric stove. That's pretty cool. Now there's one more thing I have to show you in this kitchen, and this is probably the rarest thing of all in this entire apartment, for Japan standards at least. In most places in Japan, you will not find central heating, and that goes the same for this place. In every single room, you have an AC heater kind of connected unit that controls the temperature just for that room. And in most places, you only have those in the living room and the bedrooms, but in this place, you also have one in the kitchen. That is very rare. Now, there's one last thing that I have to show you in this apartment, and it is not this beautiful staircase, but it is something that is on top of this beautiful staircase, a little secret room for, I don't know. And now we're on the final little room that I wanted to show you. This is a very interesting one, to say the least. It's the top story, so you have the actual contours of the roof above you. That's why it's at an angle like this. And the ceilings are not particularly high, but it has these gigantic glass walls all around it, so you feel very open in here. You don't feel claustrophobic at all. And not only that, but you can actually use this maybe as like a little bedroom, or I would actually use it as an office. That's what I would do. And I'll show you why. So the first reason is this right here. Not only do you have your AC unit just for this room, but you also have a built-in TV. So it's perfect for when you have your conference calls or your Zoom meetings and you want a little bit of a bigger screen. And also, you're able to see the rest of your apartment from up here. You can tell when dinner is ready because you can smell it. And if you ever feel like it's a little bit too claustrophobic in here and you need a little bit more sunlight, you can just reach over here, open up one of these guys, open up one of these guys, and now it's all sunny. Last little thing about this room, office, whatever you want to call it. This, like most of the rooms in this place, is actually filled to the brim with storage. I'm going to show you how. One, closet here. That's the same closet. Put on here, you have more closet space. Over here, there's a third one for your big stuff. There's even a little rack in here to hang your suits. And come over here, walk in. And that's that. This is what it's like inside a 1 million yen a month, or just about $10,000 a month apartment in central Tokyo. You can find more videos on my channel by looking at Tokyo Portfolio. Also, find more information about this apartment in my website below. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and until next time. That's all I have. Until next time. Okay, so I'm here again today just to take a couple of B-roll shots, but there's one more thing that I didn't know about this entire place until I came back today looking around. It is pretty crazy. So, where I am right now, I'm upstairs. I just came up from the living room area, and now I just went up a little bit further, and there's actually Well, there's actually another staircase, and interestingly enough, this doesn't actually lead anywhere, or at least that's what I thought. Now, coming up here, you'll see that there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. But if you press on this little door right here, there's actually an entire secret room up here. Just a little storage area, but it's pretty freaky. This place is really, really full of surprises.